adding value to your artwork is very important. So we need to learn it very carefully and how to do it. So we must know what are different rendering techniques and how should you apply those rendering techniques in your artwork. So let's see here. So value is a design element which is used to create illusion of depth in your artwork, and gradation is also important tool to convert a shape into a form. How will you convert a shape into forms? Of course, you need to do some rendering techniques. Then, and in other words, you can also say that it is the study of mass, volume, and it is the process of changing a shape into the form. So, how will you change a shape into the form? So, naturally, you will render it, which commonly you say that you shade it, but it is not shading, it is rendering. So, first let us understand what are different ways of rendering. So, these are different ways of rendering. So, which is something very common. The first one which is very common is hatching. So, hatching is the quickest way of rendering an artwork. How do you do hatching? So, hatching is done this way. When you scribble your pencil in the same direction. So, this is known as hatching. So, I will show you further example also. So, this is known as hatching. So, suppose there is a circle. So, I can convert it into a sphere by hatching. Right? Next important way of rendering is cross hatching. So, cross hatching, once if you apply two different layers of hatching in different direction and a grain sort of thing is created. So, this is known as cross hatching. So, its neatness depends on how beautifully you practice it again and again. Third is stippling. So, stippling means adding dots into your artwork. Though it is a very beautiful way of rendering, but my dear students, if you are preparing for entrance and because it is a very time-taking process, so suggested that for the purpose of entrance, avoid this stippling, rather practice well on hatching and cross hatching if you can. But yes, for your portfolios and for your other experiments, definitely you can try stippling. The next terminology is scribbling. See, once you scribble, fine. So, scribble, you are changing the direction of your pencil to scribble and change a shape into the form. So, this is known as scribbling. Few students, few people, they also use a term which is known as blending, which looks very smooth. So, students, once you keep on applying different layers of hatching smoothly, again and again, so this can turn into blending. Okay? You must have heard one more term, which is known as smudging. So, smudging mein what do? So, you just scribble your pencil and then with some tool, paper, tissue paper, hand, you just smudge it to make it very smooth, and then with again different tools or eraser, you try adding special effects. So, as a learning student, I will advise you, again smudging, you use it for creating some specific artwork. But yes, as a strong medium of rendering, which you must apply in your artwork, number one, hatching, which is the quickest way of rendering, cross hatching. So, naturally, it will be done if you try hatching again and again. Those who are very skilled and you don't want to see any grain, so you practice hatching again and again in a very smooth way. So, that turns into, blending. And then you can also try stippling. So stippling is also a very quick way, and you can give nice depth into, or a very nice different depth into your artwork by using scribbling. Stippling, I'm asking you to avoid for entrance examination. So just to share a question, once it was mentioned in one of the entrance examination that you draw your composition and hatch it with primary colors. So this I'm sharing just to tell you that sometimes in the examination they also check whether you know different terminologies or not. Also, you can use HB, 2B, 4B, 6B, HB grade pencil for learning this. Rest, you can use any other kind of pencils. Avoid using erasers because if you have to attain some skill, so we have to keep ourselves little far away from the erasers. So now let's learn a small technique of how to do it. So we will start with the process of hatching like this. So we will try creating 9 boxes. 9 boxes. Use your cartridge sheet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So we will make 9 boxes. So try if this is 9 inches and try this is 2 inches. Okay. This gap can be 1 inch each. So what we will try? We will try to add 90% value, then 80, then 70, then 60, 50, 40, 30, 20 and 10. We will be using HB, 2B, 4B, 6B pencils, 8B or 10B if required, you can use further. Hold your pencil from the back. So I'm just showing you the technique. So try doing hatching. Diagonal stroke, smaller stroke, small diagonal. Don't take such a huge diagonal. This is wrong. So small diagonal and try to fill this box left to right gradually. So fill one layer patiently. Again make another layer patiently. So this is another layer. Again make third layer. So do it till you don't achieve a 90% black. So start with HB pencil, make few layers, no rule. So few layers, 2, 3, 4, few layers. Then use 2B pencil for adding few more layers. Then 4B pencil for adding few more layers. Gradually 6B. So till when you will add? Till you get 90%. Again repeat the process to get a 10% less value, that is 80% in the next subsequent box. Then gradually come to the third one. Similar process. Remember we are doing hatching. Okay, we are doing hatching in the subsequent box. I'll show you a final reference. Again, you can add few more layers, but you need to be alert the moment you reach 50%. So there is a possibility that in the subsequent boxes, you are unable to handle 6B pencil, leave it. If you are unable to handle 4B pencil, considering that the value will increase, it is not going to remain 40%, you can just restrict yourself to 2B and HB pencil only. Okay? Next, so this was hatching. Okay? This was hatching. What will you try? From 90 to 10%. Then try just the vice versa, 10 to 90%. You'll enjoy the process and your hand will start gaining that efficiency. Please try and check and do it on cartridge sheet And then after doing on cartridge sheet, try this on another sheet. Similarly, repeat the process with cross hatching. Okay, cross hatching again. So creating grains with pencils, cross hatching. For layer, you need to changing the direction. So this is cross hatching. Try scribbling. For practice, please try scribbling. Try both 90 to 10 and 10 to 90. Okay. Then stippling. Okay. So try stippling. Okay. Try stippling. But remember, you just need to practice and check how did you do it. Similarly, keep on doing it. Try blending also, try smudging also, and learn the various process. Now let's check what kind of final look you are going to attain here. So see, this kind of efficiency is expected. So this is a perfect blend of pencil. Here you can't see hatching, but yes, the process was started with hatching only. And using this step, see how a circle is turned into a sphere. So let's check once. So first we need to draw a circle. Circle के बाद we need to mark a source of light. So maybe this is my source of light. So source of light, once it is touching your object, so this area which looks completely white, which reflects light, is known as highlight. Okay. Now these are some medium tones. Just after light, these are the medium tone. The light is going this way. So this area which is not in direct touch with light, so this is going to be the core shadow area. Core shadow area. Okay? So this is my core shadow area. Then from here, the light is bouncing back a bit. So this is my reflected light. And because the light is passing by, so a shadow will be casted here. So this is my cast shadow. Alright. So these terminologies are important because we started with the process of rendering, and now after rendering we have to convert a shape into the form. So circle, turning of a circle into sphere is a very genuine and good example, and know these terms: highlight, core shadow, cast shadow. आप देखो, so you can try, you can just see. So from core shadow to highlight, look at your tones of pencil, 90% to 10%. You can see this area as the light middle tone. So this is somewhere between, 50 to 30%. Then middle darker tones, these are the darkest tone. So somewhere this is 80 to 90%. And now have a look at the shadow. So again, from here to here, the shadow may vary from 90 to 50%. So look at the use of gradation chart, the values which you learned in the form of rectangle, step by step, how it is applied into an object. So let's see few more examples. See. So again you can see the application of this gradation chart, which is used for turning of a circle into a sphere. Similarly, there are few more examples. This is how students generally work. So don't worry if you are getting such kind of values. So just be relaxed, but don't stop here. So you started with the process. Keep practicing so that your efficiency level increases. These are certain experiments which you can do with different kind of values. Certainly we need to use it for creating values, but these values can also be used for creating such beautiful patterns, which will help you in creating your portfolio. And you can see few more examples which we ask students to practice in the class, and you can see the use of different colors and different values. So here we suggested them to use any combination of or a complete color tone of Vibgyor which they use to create such kind of patterns. So few more patterns through gradation chart. It is being created. So these small boxes are 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter boxes. Few more examples of values, good artworks which are created using values. So you must have got a lot of them which you see in everyday life. But here I have just few good examples to make you understand the 90% dark, and gradually it is getting reduced to 10%. Some more patterns. Some more patterns. So this is a lovely example which you can try using pencils and colors. So I hope you understood what is value, how it is created using various rendering techniques in the form, and this is also known as gradation. So layer by layer approach must be followed to create and add values to your artwork. Try creating a lot of artwork in the similar way.